Emily, you get out here at once. Huh? I want you out of here today, okay? Mom? I don't want you calling me your mom anymore, you moneyless idiot. Wait, what is going on all of a sudden? Can you please give me an explanation as to why I need to be the one to leave this house now? Do you not have any memory of what might have caused this? Well, no, actually I don't. I don't even know what your reason is for calling me moneyless now either. This is the reason why you are poor. Why are you calling me poor this time around? Well, how about you calm down a little bit and stop calling me things like that? Then you and I can talk about what's gone and upset you. I took a look at the amount of money you have in that account, and after seeing what I saw, I have no reason to be calming down. You were taking a look at the money in my account? There was a checkbook on the living room table. Huh? The living room, wait. Are you kidding me, Diana? You've gone out and made another duplicate key to let yourself into our house without asking us? Could you please stop it with that reckless crap already? I've had enough of it now. You live over an hour away from our place as well, so how much free time do you have on your hands to be doing this all the time? Who the hell cares about something like that right now? Only $100 in your account? Excuse me, $100 in my account? What the hell does this mean? You're supposed to be working for one of the largest companies in America, and all you have in your account is $100? Don't tell me that this is all that remains from your compulsive spending. When Brad brought you over to my house saying that he really wanted to marry you, I heard from you that you're working for that huge conglomerate, and that's why I allowed you to be his wife. But now that the lid's been opened on your life, I can see that all you have left this month is $100. Tell me what the hell this is about right now. You lied to me about how you're not able to make squat in terms of income. You divorce my son right now and then get the hell out of his house. Well, before we get any further, let me tell you this. I have no idea what checkbook of mine you're talking about, as I don't remember having only $100 left in my bank account. And because of that, your reason for wanting me to divorce Brad and move out of the house is not going to work for me. Are you telling me that the things I saw with my own eyes just now are all false? I don't ever remember me leaving out a checkbook in the living room either, so that's another reason for me doubting you. But that's not even the main problem here. Ah! Who the hell do you think you are? Freaking moneyless witch! Low-life whore! Overspending idiot! You have no right saying any of those things about me. I feel so bad for my little boy having been fooled by a witch like you. I'm going to get you both to divorce one way or another. Brad, did your friend's wedding finish up and everything?
Yep. Right now we're all taking a break right before the after party begins. What's going on?
Your mom has gone ahead and made herself yet another duplicate key for our place.
What?
I'm sure you were really enjoying yourself, so I'm sorry to have to bring this up now.
No worries. I'm actually really happy you're telling me about this right now, so no need to apologize to me. But that last time she broke into our house, we took the key away from her, right?
I know that. I even saw you doing that to her. But once again, she's gone and come into our house without our permission.
Seriously? How many more times is she gonna make duplicate keys to get into our place? Tell me, what did she do this time while she was there? Did she throw out your cooking again like before, or did she go through the kitchen cabinets and break all the dishes like last month?
She found a checkbook in the living room with only $100 in its account.
Huh?
She said it was sitting on the living room table. Brad, do you know anything about it?
Well, yes, I do. That was probably my checkbook, actually.
Wait, really?
Well, you remember how I was changing banks, right? During that time, I had to transfer pretty much all my money from my old account into a new one. So, in order to not have the old account close on me yet, I left $100 in there so that the bank wouldn't get upset with me. And well, in this day and age, we don't really need checkbooks anymore, right? So I must have just set it down there on the table and forgot about it.
I see. That's why that old account only has $100 left in it.
That's right. And as I was on my way to the wedding this morning, I was looking for a gift bag to put the present I got my friend into, and so I was shuffling through all the drawers trying to find one. And well, while that was going on, I happened to actually find that older checkbook, and that's probably why I ended up putting it on the table and never placed it back into the drawer. I was in a hurry, right? So I just left it there then. Now things are starting to make sense. I was wondering why I would have even pulled that old checkbook out in the first place, and now I remember what happened with it.
See, I kind of get it now. Right now, I'm still on my way home from the business trip I've been on, so I haven't had any way of telling what all happened within the house while your mom was there.
I'm sorry that leaving the checkbook out like that caused so much trouble for you. I'll talk with my mom about this.
Yes, please do.
Hold on a second.
What's up?
With what's happened here, don't you think we can use it to our advantage?
What do you mean by that?
Remember the last time my mom came in by herself with that duplicate key she made, and we talked about how horrible that was for us?
You're talking about that conversation?
Yep. I was actually being serious about all I was saying, so what'd you think?
Good point. If you really are alright with going through with something like that, then by all means, let's do it.
Well, there we go then. I know this is only gonna cause a bit more trouble for you, so please forgive me for the time being.
No worries, Brad. I trust that you'll be able to handle this for us.
Thank you. When we're both back at the house, let's get our brains together and perfect our plan.
All right. Emily, I'm sure by now you've started to come around to listening to what I say, right? I saw on the living room table a couple of divorce papers, and on them were yours and my son's signatures. Huh? Diana. Once again, you've come into our house without our permission. This is not about that. What this is about is you getting divorced from my son, right? I think me talking to my son about how you only have $100 left to your name in that account really ticked him off. I see. So you told him about that then? Well, then you must be aware of this. That happened to be your son's checkbook that was on the table. Stop lying, you moneyless witch! Oh, I'm not lying to you right now, though. The fact that you're blaming me over something like that without even checking the name on the checkbook first shows me a lot of warning signs about you. And Brad was saying the same thing you are now, trying to cover for you overspending all the time on yourself. But seeing now that there is divorce paperwork all filled out on that table from you two, my words to him finally worked their magic. And the reason they finally worked is because I'm right. So you, being the moneyless freak that you are, need to hurry things up and leave my son. Is that right? Well, this was supposed to be my final warning to you. Warning? You don't seem to care at all about your son and only want what's best for yourself, since you're not even listening to what he's been trying to tell you. Huh? Well, I've had enough, and I am no longer going to try and tell you off. Goodbye. What the hell are you talking about? Well, whatever. You guys are already getting a divorce now, so I don't give a crap what happens to you after. I'm looking forward to seeing my son come back home to me again after this. I'm going to clean his room up right now for him, so that when he comes back to me, he'll have a lovely room to sleep in.
Emily, I just finished work.
Good work today.
I took a look at those screenshots you sent me of that conversation with my mom. I guess she really isn't listening to either of us, just as we thought she'd do.
Seems that way.
I was really trying to give her one last chance by telling her the truth straight up, but I guess she doesn't even trust my word. She's been that way for decades now, but I guess even time couldn't fix it for her. If anything, it's only made her worse, to the point that even I can't handle it anymore.
Brad, are you going to be okay? I understand what's going to happen here, but she is your mom, right? Are you really sure that you're okay with what we're about to do?
Yep. And you really don't have to worry about me because I'm all for this. Actually, this has a boatload of benefits to it, and I'm gonna feel amazing having her out of my mind once and for all. I think I can finally understand what my dad must have gone through with her that made him run away like that. She is really not good for anyone to be around, that monster. The kind of monster that thinks only about herself, no matter the outcome.
Yeah.
Emily, thank you for checking up on me there. But I'm totally set with what we plan to do, so don't worry.
All right. Okay, then.
Now, I'll see you at the new place.
Yes. I'm leaving the house right now. Emily, what the hell is going on here? You were supposed to be leaving my son once and for all with that divorce, but my son has still not come home to me. So I went over to that house to see what was going on, but my frickin' key isn't working anymore. And on top of that, your neighbor is telling me that nobody's been living in your house for a while now. Where the hell have you and Brad run off to? I want my Brad back right now!
Mom, you stop texting Emily about everything right now.
Brad? Where are you right now? You have left that witch already, so hurry up and come home to me. I want the two of us to start living happily together again, just like we had been doing years ago.
Happily, huh? Mom, was there ever a time you and I lived happily together?
What are you trying to say? You and I were able to live together for a very long time, right? Even when your dad ran away, you stayed right by my side the whole way.
And if it wasn't for me doing that, Dad would have never been able to set himself free.
Huh?
I know about who I am to you. You forced Dad to impregnate you so that he'd have to marry you, and the baby that you forced happens to be me, right?
Huh? Wait, that's,
And because of that, Dad, who has been so scared of you the whole time we lived together, was never able to flee. But Dad had a plan, and that was to one day use me as bait to get himself time to leave the house without you ever being around to stop him. And that's why in the end, he was able to get away, and I was left with you, with nowhere to run myself.
What did you say?
I'm far older now, and all of that is nothing I need to worry about anymore.
You don't need to worry about it?
I have a wonderful woman by my side now, my wife. And she happens to be someone that I never want to lose, no matter what.
What? What are you talking about right now? You already divorced her, and the only woman you need to worry about now is me.
We didn't get a divorce.
Huh?
The divorce papers that you saw on our living room table were all fake.
Fake?
You were the one that came into our house without permission and started to go off on Emily saying that the checkbook with $100 was hers and that she needed to leave me for good. So, we wanted to see how you treat Emily if we place fake divorce papers down for you to walk in on. We also wanted to see how you react to me trying to tell you the truth about the checkbook, but you never bothered listening to me. And well, we found out in the end how you'd react. Things turned out the way we didn't want them to with you, to the point that all we could do was laugh.
Brad?
I'm dumping your son.
What?
I like to think of us moving to a new house without ever telling you as a first step and me not being your family anymore, please.
What the hell are you saying to me? Wait, don't tell me that witch is so upset about me finding out about the $100 she had left that she's forcing you to say all this to me and run away. Don't worry. I'll get you a lawyer and everything, and we can sue her butt.
I told you before that the $100 checkbook was mine, right? You should be aware that it was my name printed on the front of that checkbook, right? Well, you totally ignored my name on it and blamed Emily as though she used all of her money up on herself and then asked for her to leave me.
But for someone working for that large of a company to use up all her earnings to have only $100 left.
I'll tell you one last time. That checkbook with only $100 in it is mine. And I explained to you before what that checkbook was and why it only had $100 in it, right? The fact that you're acting as though I never told you any of this. Do you have any idea how I'm feeling about that?
Brad?
No. There's no point in trying to talk with you anymore. So we're done here.
Huh?
This is me cutting ties with you.
Wait!
Stay the hell away from us forever.
Right after Brad said goodbye to his mom, we both went ahead and changed our phone numbers. But of course, that wasn't going to be enough for us, and so we went and spoke to the rest of the family and told them that we wanted nothing to do with her anymore, which they all agreed with. And after we felt secure that she wouldn't ever be able to find us, Brad started trying to get in touch with his dad again, who apparently moved to England. There he happened to open a store of his own, which he's running. And when Brad got in touch with him again, his dad asked him to come out there and help with the business. As for myself, I asked my company if I could start working remote from England, and they agreed to my wish, as long as I came back once a year for a planned meeting. A little while after we had moved out of the country, Diana heard from somewhere that her son and his wife had moved overseas. At that point, when she thought she'd never be able to give up, she stopped. I guess the knowledge that she could literally not get to us now without a plane ticket really got into her thick head. She's gone and settled down now and has moved into a retirement home where she's going to live the rest of her life now, since she has nobody left to come and take care of her. Neither Brad nor myself ever saw something like moving to England as ever being a part of our lives, but I think that it's really been the best choice we've made as a couple. I no longer have the fear of ever having to see his mom again, and he finally has been able to reconnect and work with his dad that ran away from him so many years ago. In hindsight, having Diana act as a complete lunatic around us was a blessing, and I hope that she ends up in as good of a place as we're in someday. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.